Morning, everyone. Thank you, Madam Chairperson. I am Lisa Louise Smith. With me today is Mr. Andre Mackenzie and Mr. Garrett Wong, and we are members of the ICT Authority. Now, as Deputy CIO Shim mentioned earlier, we are the developers and basically the engine behind these systems that will, in effect, bring the new policy changes into effect. So you've heard a lot this morning, and just so to recap the steps, pretty simple. You pay your fees online, the respective or in office, the respective entities will then process these certificates, and you, the public, will get an email. So I'll start my demo at the point of the email being received. All right, so your email will look something like this. And I'll start with the email for the eFitness, and then we will transition into the eMVRC. In your email, you'll get what Colonel Price described earlier, your certificate number. And you'll also receive instructions on how to access the portal, where you will be able to access your certificates and use same at your convenience. Recall, Colonel Price had mentioned earlier, we only send one of the two pieces of information required, and this is for security purposes. And so you will need to have your certificate number as well as the chassis number for the vehicle that was inspected in order to access the certificate. So from this email, I am going to copy the certificate number that was sent. And then I am going to transition to the portal. Now, in the coming days, the respective agencies, TAJ and the Island Traffic Authority, will be publishing the respective URLs on their site. So for the eMVRC, the URL will be on TAJ's website, and for the eFitness, the URL will be on MSET's website, so you can look out for that in the coming days. Once you access that URL, you will be redirected to a portal similar to the one being shared on screen. Pay close attention to the certificate that you are trying to receive. So for convenience, what we've done at the ICT Authority, we've given you a one-stop shop for your certificate access. So instead of having you going from one site to the next, both certificates can be accessed in the one place. So for this purpose, I am going to be using the certificate of fitness. So ensure you're selecting the correct certificate, because both certificates require different sets of information. So you go ahead and select, and you should be directed to a page similar to the one on screen. Now remember, you had received in your email a certificate number. You are going to retrieve that certificate number from your email and input it into the system in the respective field. Next, you will be required to input the chassis number for the vehicle that was inspected and the generation of a certificate was done for. Now, when putting in this number, pay close attention to ensure all characters are matching. Once you feel confident that you've inputted the correct information, you may go ahead and select the Retrieve button. And you should be presented with a summary screen with details pertaining to your fitness certificate. Now it will specify the certificate type. For this purpose, we retrieved a fitness certificate. It will also present to you your certificate status. the certificate number, the issue date, and the expiry date. And if you notice, for this simulation, we had used a vehicle that was less than 10 years old, but it wasn't a new vehicle, and so the validity period is spanning 3 years. Now, to retrieve the actual certificate, a PDF copy, you will select the View Certificate button. A new tab should be opened in your browser, so ensure that you don't have any pop-up blockers. And from this tab, you will be able to view the information on your certificate. Now, Colonel Price earlier mentioned that it is important to check the information on your certificate before you leave the depot so that any anomaly can be corrected there. Now, this is yours to access anytime, anywhere, once you have internet connectivity. From this same screen, you can either download the certificate to your device, be it a computer, tablet, phone, just by selecting the download button in the corner here. Or if you are connected to a working printer, you can also print from this area. So selecting the download button should allow you to save the certificate to your device. If you wish to rename, you can do so. And then you go ahead and save to the desired location. Selecting the print button should allow you to access the settings for printing. Again, ensure that before you attempt to print, you are connected to a working printer. And from here, you can go ahead and print. And so, as Sergeant Martindale would have mentioned, you can either keep a copy on your phone or a hard copy. Again, it's yours. We're giving you the option. Use it however you will at your convenience. And that is the process for accessing your fitness certificate from the certificate generation and the distribution portal. I will now transition into your motor vehicle registration certificate. Now you will get an email from the same certificate of fitness certificate service. So again, we're ensuring that we give you convenience. We don't want you to be looking from emails from several places. So it's a one-stop shop. Now that email will outline, similarly to fitness, the required instructions that you will need to go ahead and access that certificate. So it will give you your certificate number, and along with that certificate number, you will also be required to input your motor vehicle ID. Again, for security reasons, we haven't included the motor vehicle ID information in the email, just in case the email was inadvertently sent to the wrong address. We are thinking that only the rightful owner should have this information. And so even if somebody gets this email, they cannot access your certificate because they should not have your motor vehicle ID. Remember, for your motor vehicle registration certificate, you will be required to navigate to the Tax Administration of Jamaica's website. And from there, you access the eMVRC lookup option. Now, once you navigate to that website, and access that option, you will be brought to the same certificate generation and distribution portal. Again, pay close attention to the certificate that you are looking up. So for this instance, we are going to be looking up a motor vehicle registration certificate. Now, the two pieces of information required are the certificate number that you would have received in your email, as well as your motor vehicle ID. So you would go ahead and input your certificate number, as well as the corresponding motor vehicle ID for the vehicle that the certificate was processed for. Ensure that the information is inputted correctly, and then you retrieve. Similarly, a summary page will come up. It will give you information about your certificate type. For this instance, it's eMVRC, the certificate status, the number, as well as the issue date and the expiry date. To retrieve a PDF copy of said certificate, you go ahead and click this View Certificate button. And you should be presented with your eMVRC in a next tab. Similarly to the fitness certificate, it is yours to access whenever, wherever. So you either choose to download and save, or you can print on the spot. Again, I remind you, before you attempt to print, ensure that your device is connected to a working printer. Now, you may be wondering, what if my certificate is not valid? Will the system know? So I'm going to do another demonstration with a certificate that is cancelled. Again, we will require the same two pieces of information, the certificate number and the MVID. And we will go ahead and retrieve. Now for a cancelled certificate, you will know because the status will be updated to say cancel. So right then and there, you will, if you don't know what happened, my advice, you reach out to the business. And as you navigate this portal, wherever any issue come up, reach out to either the ITA for your fitness related concerns or TAJ for your eMVRC concerns. And so as I close, I'd just like to remind you of the 3 steps as we move into this new dispensation where we try to make your experience more efficient and user-friendly. So you will pay online or in line at the Tax Administration of Jamaica, the respective entities, Island Traffic Authority for Fitness and TAJ for eMVRC will process the respective certificates. An email will be sent to the email address you provided. And remember that it is now mandatory for you to provide an email address for both services. In that email, you will have the instructions you'll need to access the respective certificates, and then it is yours to access anywhere at your convenience. Thank you so much, and I trust that this would have helped to allay any concerns that were there in terms of the access